Hello, Mr. Ryan, right? Yeah, okay. So today we're going to talk about SQL, Structured Query Language, which is a language to interact with the database tables, right? Remember last lesson, what did we talk about last lesson? We talked about a binary tree, right? Storing a binary tree in the table, and we want to find out different type of nodes, right? How many type of nodes can we have of our binary tree by looking at the type? The root, the inner type, and the leaf node, right? Okay, that's good. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the inner join. So basically, by looking at this is the Venn diagram, right? Okay, so we have a table here. We have another table here. The inner join basically returns this part, this common part. So basically, it returns the records which are in both tables. Okay, does it make sense? Yeah, this is the intersection. So we have E table, D table. E is the employees, D is the department. For example, 3 columns: the ID, the name, and then department ID. This is department table, which has the department ID and department name. Okay, there are 2 tables. So we want to perform an inner join. Right, the left table is the employee table, the right table is the department table, and then the inner join returns this part. Okay, it means that we want to join these 2 tables and only returns the record that which is matched in both tables. So the syntax is actually quite simple. Select, you know the select statement, right? Select something from where statement, right? Select t-shirt from closet where color is red and size is extra large. Okay, for example, like it's simple, it's English basically, right? So that's SQL statement.
Not really.
It's English. Okay, so here, look, can you guess what happened here? Select employee ID and department name from employee from this table. Join or inner join department on what? In inner join department on this department ID from employee table, right? Basically inner join. Look, this one, employee table department ID, which is this column. Department ID from department, so which is this column, right? Basically we want to join these 2 tables. And how do we join them? So basically we want to find a connection, right? So how do we find a connection? Look, this department ID. Department ID actually is this one, okay? So look, department ID 101, and we have department ID 101 here. 102, 102, 101, 101, and 103, which is missing here. Okay? So that's very interesting. Okay, so what does it return? So it returns which records, right? It will return, right? Because it will only return 2 columns. So it will return ID. Actually, we can put another column here, right? E dot name. Okay. So what do we get? It will return ID 1, Alex, and it's from HR.
Alice, not
Okay. ID 2, Bob from sales. ID 3, Charlie, also from HR. Okay, and that's it. Because David, which is department 103, which is missing here, so it does not return on this inner join. Remember, this inner join returns the common part. So we have this syntax, right? Select something from table 1, join, inner join table B. Okay, table 2. On what? On what? This is the key part, okay? We want to give the common columns, right? Common columns. In here, what's the connection between these 2 tables? What's the connection between these 2 tables? How can we join it? Just, why can we join these 2 tables? Can you give me a reason why we can join these 2 tables? There has to be a common part, right? What are the common part here? The ID, yes. If these 2 tables are totally irrelevant, then we can't join them, right? Then how can we find this common part? If these 2 tables are totally different, it's not joinable. Okay? It's not joinable. So we want to join them because this common part based on this common ID. Sometimes we call it foreign key. Okay? So look, this employee as E, this is the alias. Okay, table alias. Alias. How do you spell it? Okay, so it's a name, it's alias. So select E, right? Look, E, this is alias. Employee.
It's probably like a.
Yeah. Employee.id, employee.name, and department.department ID, department name from employee as an alias E. join, we want to join, right? Look, this is the table 1, right? This is the table 1. Table 1. And this one is the table 2. Okay? And then we want to join based on what? Based on this table 1, e.did equals department table did. Okay? So this will join these two tables and only returns the record where it appears in both tables, where in this case is 101, 102, 101, but not 103 because 103 does not exist on the second table. Okay?
We know.
Yeah, okay, so this is inner join. Okay? So can you guess what's the next lesson? Remember, this is inner join. So what's the next lesson? If I say
Other parts.
this is inner join, right? How about the next lesson? If I'm going to say there's a join type which returns the first table and then the match record from the second table. So what's that join?
Inner join.
Left join. Okay? And how about if another join type which is returns the
Right.
right join? Okay?
Let's go.
How about if I return this whole thing
Left and right.
which is called outer join or full join? Okay? Full join. Okay?
So it should
Interesting.
be called forward.
Yeah. And also there's another type of join called cross join, which is returns the Cartesian product, which is you know what the Cartesian product, right?
No.
A, B, C. Okay? And then this is 1, 2. So Cartesian product is the combination of both tables. So you become A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. Okay? Make sense?
Then how can you do that in a Venn diagram?
That's very good. Yeah, I need you to think. This is very good. Okay? I'm going to tell you when it comes to lesson. Okay, Ryan? Yeah, got it? So what have you learned today?
Nothing.
What have you learned today, Eric? Come on, what have you learned? What have we learned?
We learned about the Venn diagram thing, about the employee and the department thing.
This is the example. So what have we learned?
We learned about joining.
It's written there.
Join.
Okay, inner join. Okay, or join. If we don't specify inner, we just specify join. It's inner join. Okay, that's it for today. Bye-bye. Bye.
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 Bye.